Signs you are with the wrong guy. Signs that you are dating the wrong guy in a relationship with the wrong guy. If you want to know more of these signs, I'll see you right after this. Hello and welcome back to the Black SWAN Relationship Academy. My name is Chengi. I am your dating and relationship expert and founder of the Black SWAN Relationship Academy right here, where I teach you ladies how to present as a high value, high status and high worth woman that high quality men find completely irresistible. Now, I am here today, ladies, to save you some valuable time and emotional pain by realizing that this man is the wrong man for you. Now, I suspect that if you've clicked on this video, you're either curious about, you want to get yourself ready, take some notes as we go along, put them in the comment section, or just take notes for your journal for future reference. Knowing if a man is the wrong guy is so vital because a high value, a black swan must be able to give herself the best possible chance at the best mate that she can have. And this happens by her eliminating a great deal of time wasters. We must understand that it is really about the elimination of those who are not here to play, who are not here to stay, but in fact to play. And so, how does he make you feel? Honey bunny, sweetie pie, black swan. You have a God-given mechanism on the inside of you. Sometimes we call it our gut, our instinct, our intuition. But above all else, if we as feminine women do our feminine practices, we will be very attuned to our feelings. Feelings are a message from the subconscious mind that something is wrong or something is right. The gut is not just some ethereal thing, albeit a spiritual thing. It is also the way the brain, the subconscious mind, is communicating danger to you. And we must pay attention to our feelings when a man is in our life. How does he make me feel? How does he make me feel after this date, after this encounter? Every time he's here with me, or I'm there with him, or we spend time together, or we meet, does he leave me feeling some kind of way? You know, I dated this man who was so amazing in so many ways, but after every encounter, I always felt like I wasn't good enough. Like I wanted to prove myself. I was never quite good enough. And that was really perplexing to me because I don't have confidence issues like that anymore. I have healed a lot of my trauma. Still healing, but I've healed a lot of my trauma. And one of the things you will not encounter from me in any relationship, for the most part, is this feeling that I'm not enough, or this lack of confidence. And so I thought, perhaps these are my own insecurities. So I did the work, I journaled, I looked, I did the work, I was breathing, I know how to search my insides for answers, till I realized that I only ever felt that way, that I wasn't good enough when I was with him. After I was with him, I would be plagued by these thoughts that I'm not good enough. And then I realized that actually he made me feel that way when I started to observe his behavior, his words, his actions. I didn't see it at the time. I wasn't conscious of it at the time, but I was always being compared to an ex or this other woman or somebody else that I never met. I was always being shown pictures of other women that did not look like me, that were different to me. He was always doing it on a very subtle level. And I started to really pay attention and realize that the evidence was there that my feeling was right, that he was making me feel. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't believe there's this whole saying that says no one can make you feel anything. But yes, people can. I believe that there's a balance to that. Yes, we can't go around saying people made me throw things and misbehave. He made me feel so small. When I felt that, I did the inner work. When you feel like somebody's making you feel something, go and check. Where does that feeling coming from? Is it a new feeling? Is it an old feeling? Have you always felt this way? And when you've done that introspection and you realize that actually no, this other person was intentional about creating and conditioning me to a feeling that I wasn't good enough. This happens a lot when women date down. When you're dating a guy who is not at your educational level, or who is, I don't even want to use that as a phrase. I want to say when a woman dates down, really she's dating a man who feels inferior to her. Because there are a lot of men who may not be as educated or as wealthy as you, but they never feel some kind of way about it. They're quite happy with their lot in life. They don't feel like they missed out on anything. They're quite happy. But it's when that man feels inferior because of it. Or just in general, some men use it as a controlling, some of it is narcissistic, some of it is just to soothe their insecurities, to remind themselves that they can do better, or make themselves feel like they can do better because they've done better. I never felt like an absolute queen with this man. I never felt special, felt like one of the options. So that relationship didn't really have much of a future for me, because I'm the kind of woman that wants to feel like I'm everything to him. I want to feel like I matter, that I'm his queen, because that's how I make a man feel when he's in my life. And I didn't want to have energy that was not reciprocated. And so watch that sign. He's wrong for you if after an encounter with you, you don't feel good. I created the Black Swan Nation because I wanted women from all over the world to be able to access on the point help with their dating and relationship needs. We have the expertise of our world-class coaches, including myself, supporting you ladies through your dating journey to have access to live coaching without having to blow the bank. This, of course, we can only take a certain amount of ladies and support a certain amount of ladies, but I want you to know that you are currently welcome to the Black Swan Nation. You may end up on a waiting list, or you may get lucky and be able to get right into the Black Swan Nation, where we provide more insight, where we discuss more personal stories that will be of use to you. In the Black Swan Nation, there are no holds barred. It is unfiltered. It is only for the brave, because in the Black Swan Nation, we give you the raw truth. So all you have to do is follow the link on this video, and we will see you on the other side. The second one is he's wrong for you when communication is sporadic, inconsistent. Sometimes he's in, sometimes he's not. Communication is a high indicator of whether somebody's right for you. Being able to talk, being able to communicate verbally and non-verbally in healthy ways is so important, and is the best and most important sign that this relationship is either healthy or not. Communication, verbal and non-verbal, determines the trajectory, the longevity, and the quality of a relationship. And so we really have to pay attention when we are with a guy and communication is broken. He is difficult to speak to. He is temperamental. Anything can turn into an argument or a debate. You don't feel you can share your feelings and be cherished for them. You feel that you'll be ridiculed for them. If you cannot communicate to this man, if finishing your sentence is a hard thing for you to do. Dated this guy who would never let me finish a sentence. Never let me finish a paragraph, never let me complete a thought. He was always in there with another thought that had nothing to do with where I was going. And I started to feel like I had to speak really fast, like speak very fast, to get your thought across, because anything could lead to a misunderstanding. This man was constantly being triggered. And some men just don't think that women have anything to truly contribute to any conversation. Or whatever the case may be, if you cannot communicate verbally or non-verbally and have your thoughts and feelings respected, then this is the wrong guy for you. Whether you've just met, whether you've been in a relationship, this is unhealthy. Number 3, your energy is unmatched. You are showing up in full volume energy, and he's at 20%, sometimes 30%. There is no matching in energy. You're always having to pull him up. If you go on a date, you have to bring up the mood. If you are in a relationship, he's low energy and you are the one that has to kind of create something. If the energy is not right, if there's no matched energy, you know, you can meet somebody who's naturally a low chill energy and you could be a high vibrational energy. But in a relationship, when you come together, it balances itself out and there's an energy that belongs to your relationship. It's what I call an energy signature, and you can go and watch the energy mastery class for more of that. But there is a way that we create an energy that becomes our relationship. Now, when you find that you cannot even create it in the beginning, when the energy is on and the energy is off, there's just this mismatch of energy between the two of you, and you are always the one who has the higher energy, the more effortful energy, then this man is not your guy. When he is flaking, you never know. You can't count on him. You cannot, for the life of God, count on him. You cannot say, babe, we're going to meet at 3. I know he's going to show up at 3 or show up at all. Whether he says, oh, I'll call you tomorrow, you cannot count on it. He will always flake on you. A flaky guy is not a quality guy. Number 5, he diminishes you. He's always minimizing your efforts, your successes, finding something wrong. He's diminishing. You never feel like he will celebrate you or celebrate what makes you so special and amazing. He is diminishing. And therefore, this is not, and I repeat, this is not your guy. And last but not least, friends and family do not like him. They do not approve of him. They do not think he's good enough for you. There's just a bad vibe with your family and friends around him. Listen, even if you have a particular insight into him that no one in the world happens to have, relationships depend too on outside influences. It is important that your friends and family, even if they don't like him as much as they like the last one or think he's good enough for you, because this can be quite common, they at least have to feel like he's a decent guy. They must not have to tolerate him, because eventually it will make it easier for you to become connected and isolated from your support system. It is really important that when our support system meets our man, that we absolutely feel that he is loved by them, or at least accepted. They don't have to be excited about it, but at least they have to accept him as a decent man. If your family and friends hate, cannot stand him, have nothing good to say, and we know that they're not jealous and we know that they've always had our back, then this is a definite red flag that this man is not for you. I hope that this video was really helpful and is giving you insight into knowing if this is a wrong man for you. It doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship. I know that it's really difficult to face facts. What I want you to understand, Black Swan, is that you are no different from any other woman in that you feel what she feels. But what makes you a Black Swan is that you always do what's best for you in the long run. Because what's best for you is best for him. Truth of the matter is, you were probably not his real love. That in fact, he probably needed to go and find her. And that your real love, the man who is going to make you feel that you are everything beautiful, accepted, and desired, and amazing, is right there looking for you, searching for you, and it cannot find you because you are in the wrong relationship. When we walk away from relationships, we are in service to both of us, especially if we can see these red flags. Thank you so much for watching. It's always a pleasure to have you here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. But in the meantime, take care of you. Love you lots. Bye-bye now. Well done for coming to the end of this video. What I want to ask you is, what have you learned? What is your takeaway? And what are you going to start practicing right away? Those 3 things are how you are going to get the best out of every class here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy. Please put it in the comments so that we can all have a look. So I can have a look, the coaches can have a look, and I promise you, we read every comment. We may not be able to reply to every comment, but we read all of your comments and we want to see how you are growing. And we will see you on the next video.